Taurus couples, this is Amber with Lives in Sync Tarot. This is your reading for March 2018. So of course we're going to start with a Romance Angels card. I have added a excuse me Whispers of Love card as well, and then we'll end with another Oracle card and talk about what the extended reading will be about. So remember to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you very much in advance. Also, if you would like an additional the extended reading to become a member, there is a link in the description box below. And remember, it is only $10 a month, and it gets cheaper the more you purchase. You know how that goes. And if you would like a private reading, I'll be more than happy to do that for you, and that link is in the description box below as well. So Spirit, what do you have for Taurus couples for the month of March? Oof, oh my, two cards and they are not good. So let's see. Spirit, what do you have for Taurus couples? Month of March 2018. Your two Oracle cards from the Romance Angels. You had two of the worst ones, I think. Deception and pay attention to the red flags. There are definitely signs out here, okay, about someone. Someone that is not letting you in, or pretending that things are okay. I feel like maybe covering up phone information or friends. There's somebody that's not letting you in all the way. Your Oracle card is treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. And I feel like this is you, even though everything is going on, taking care of those important to you. Children, friends and family, paying attention to those things that are going right in your life and not fully focused on the relationship that is not, okay? Your overall energy is the Emperor, and I feel like this is you focusing on the things that you can control, okay? Being a good parent, being a good employee. I see that you, it's interesting because I feel like you're doing this because you feel the inevitable happening. You feel failure coming. It's like you're face to face with danger. And you feel the need to protect yourself and focus on yourself. And if you have your ducks in a row, okay, for when this swiftly approaches. And that's your overall energy. Okay, in the past you have the Five of Swords. I'm sorry, the Five of Wands. I just woke up from a nap, so apparently I can't see. But so in the past, I hear conflict of interest. And I feel like this is you having conflicting energy with yourself about whether or not something can move forward. I feel like you try to be as cooperative as you could. But there is still conflict here, and you feel the conflict. And Spirit said deception card. So that has something to do with the deception card. You wearing the mask to diminish how bad everything truly is. You had a lot of cards just fall out. So we're going to go through them slowly. So I tried to put them back in the deck and Spirit was like, no, 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 no. Okay. So, 2 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Swords in reverse. I'm just going to go through them right quick before I connect with them. Page of Wands in the upright, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Swords in the upright, Ace of Cups in reverse. So you may have been dealing with a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm just going to say all signs on this one. This is all signs. I'm not hearing to say anything specific. But I do feel as though there was a new opportunity, or you tried to bring about a new opportunity. I feel as though you tried to be free-spirited about a situation that didn't look like that it was having trouble on the security front as far as holding on to the relationship. For some of you, your partner took money from you, or didn't have a job, or is not trying to find a job. And the fact that you were trying to start something new, or you have a child with this person, they remained trapped in that energy and didn't try to move forward or didn't try to better themselves. And this made you focus on things differently. Like you felt differently about them, and you didn't want it to just be based on material things, but for you, those things go hand in hand, okay? So the best way for you to heal this energy was to separate yourself from this person or leave them be, okay? So in the present, you have the Wheel of Fortune. I love it. And the Ace of Wands. And this is actually the reverse energy to that, okay? So in March, I see you turning the tides, okay? You taking control of your situation is changing everything. It's changing the face of the way that you're living. It's changing the face of the decisions that you're making, the actions. I feel like you have everything that you need. You do have the opportunity to go back if you want it, but I don't feel like that's something that you want to do. And the reason why all of these things are changing and you're taking more control is because there's delays in the growth of the situation. Okay. I feel like there was an opportunity and you tried to give it another chance, or what felt like another chance, but it was quickly diminished by the action of the other person. The decisions that they chose to make showed you that there needed to be a change. So you took control of a situation. And yep. So your change here is to walk away. You're walking away. You're leaving. Of course, you've built some foundations here, some sort of happiness, but you're moving towards something that could be much better. Even though you don't know, it's still better, okay? You did try to give this person a chance. You did try to give them a choice. They chose the decision that they wanted to make, even though you still feel a connection with this person. There is no cooperation. And I feel like because there's children, or there's either children involved, you starting a new venture, becoming stronger in yourself, because there are things that you want to do. There's a certain person or type of person you want to become, and that's not meshing very well with your future, okay? So with the Five of Cups, you do feel like this is a loss, okay? This is a loss, but you are opening up your heart not just to the person you're with. And I think people forget about this part when you're in a relationship. When you open up your heart and you utilize unconditional love and compassion for another, you also have to do that for yourself. And even though this feels like a loss, even though you're paying attention to the heartbreak and what this could also cause the other person, I feel like it's dually important for you to think about yourself, okay? And where this is going to take you if you constantly wallow in fixing the negative situations that they bring about, okay? Yeah. There is truth and change. All of this truth is coming to you, and the Wheel of Fortune comes up again because you know that you need to walk away. The best way to take control of the situation is to walk away. I feel like you've tried to heal this situation time and time again. Yeah. And the fact that you continue to let this happen, it creates a sense of excess in your life. Like you're doing way too much, and it's starting to lose your faith or make you sad. And this is not how you want to participate in your future, okay? So negative influences, you have the Ace of Cups. This is actually in reverse. And I feel like I feel like they keep, I feel like this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard because you're like cutting off love from someone that you were giving unconditional love from. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be like a quick transition. It's going to be hard. And you know this. You know that it's going to be hard, but you have dedication to your future and what it is that you want. Now, I do feel like this other person is going to try to make the best of the situation, which you'll see in your environment. But I feel like that's also going to make it hard. Like they're going to say, oh, so you never loved me before, or, you know, we're supposed to work things out and all this kind of junk. I mean, it's not junk, but yeah, I feel like the person you're with has been with you, and they know how to change your mind. They know what they need to say to get you to change your mind, okay? But with the Queen of Wands in reverse, you may be dealing with a fire sign. With this energy, I feel like in the long run, this is just for themselves and not for the best, your best outcome. Okay? And it depends on what surface level you're looking at this. If you just want them to make you feel good, they're going to do that, and then you can go about your merry way. But in the future, you're going to just keep going through this, okay? So in your hopes, you have the 10 of Wands, but as you can see, there is a destination in this card. So I feel like you're at the end of a cycle for sure, okay? You can soon release your burdens, okay? And that's what you hope for. You hope to be at the end of this, which you will be, I can see, if you make the right decisions. If you choose to not stop the Tower energy from happening, because that's what it feels like. If you don't stop that energy, then it will move forward. It's going to be hard though. I'm telling you that it's going to be a burden on you, okay? It's going to be a burden on you to just stay because that's what you've been doing, or it seems to be easier that way. See? Yeah. There's going to be a slight moment within you to stay where you are, to pause, to just stay within this circumstance, okay? But you have to think of your future. And I feel like you're saying, well, it may be easier for us if I just do this, but you're settling. This is just a page. You're just settling in this energy. And you're almost there, okay? So in your environment, like I said, you have the Seven of Cups, and this is like the decision side, okay? So even though there's all this confusion, it's like they're going to quickly try to make a decision to try to quickly balance the scales, if you will, okay, of the situation. And it's very interesting because it's going to seem like and I feel like they really do want to make the decision to fix things, but it feels very quick to me. It feels like this was the shock that they needed, but I need to pull extra cards. I just don't feel very good about it because it's still the Seven of Cups. Yeah, they're just saying what they need to say to get you to stay, for sure. For sure. Because I feel like because of the negative communication that they're getting, they do what they need to do. Okay, this is still a page. It's just beginning energy. It's just a message of love that they're sending you. And I feel like it has to do about your relationship. Like, oh, so you don't care about relationships? You don't care about marriage? You know, like that kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, it's a way to get you to just take a moment or take a break. Okay. So they don't feel the loss. But they still need to think. It's very interesting because they still need to think, because this is not going to help them. This is not going to help them move forward. It's just like a momentary fix. But that's not the problem. And that's not... I'm not laughing. I'm just like, when are you... I can feel the energy and it's just like, okay. When are you going to see that it has more to do with this? That's the whole point that we're going through this right now. So, 1st through 15th. The 1st through the 15th of March, this is when I feel that you start to see that there are delays. You realize that you're not clear. You're not actually in the victory that you feel like you should be in. Okay. And I feel like this is when you're going to separate yourself. Because something feels like an addiction. Something feels like a habit. It doesn't feel healthy. And you want to be victorious. You want to be victorious of the things that are holding you down. Yeah, you're not going to continue to work on things that aren't working for you or that have failed. And they've come to the end of their cycle. And this is you sitting in your truth of the matter and cutting things out. Yeah, it's like you're living in your truth. And I don't want to say that you'll be cold, but that's what it feels like. It feels like you haven't focused on yourself, and it has distracted you. Not distracted you, but made you feel failure. So you're not fighting anymore. You're not fighting for it anymore. Because you're not happy, you're not content. This is not where you want to be. I feel like you're really starting to see that, Taurus. So the 15th through the end of the month, you have the Two of Wands. And I feel like now you're looking towards the future. And what has cooperated with you and what hasn't. And where you are headed. You are now focusing on only investing in things that are going to help you move forward. Even though you don't know the future, you do actually see a little bit into the future. It's different from the other side because I feel like this person does want things for the future, but they're very childish and foolish because they don't see the actual path. With this side, I feel like you do see the path. You know that it's going to be hard, but you know also that you have to invest in things that you really care about, you know, in order to move forward. I do feel like there will be a push because you are a little confused or mixed up in your mind right now, especially with the Five of Wands, because the road looks hard and you don't know. I mean, you do know. I feel like you know, but it looks rough. I'm going to say that. It looks rough to you, and it may just be easy to go back. That's what I see. I feel like it'd be easier for you to let go of your burdens, and I feel like you want to stay. I mean, no, you want to go. Excuse me. Let me clear my mind. I feel like you want to go, but you fight with the idea of going back. It'll be easier for you to let go of your burdens because you know that it will be easier for you to really only focus on yourself and what you have in your immediate surroundings, and not so much as carrying another person. Okay. And I do feel like you want to withdraw from this. It's like, it's time. You thought about it. It's done. I need to let this go. Yeah. You're ending. You're definitely putting an ending to an idea of what the past used to be like, because now you're moving forward. There's that double energy, because it's like you realize that this is holding you back. This is holding you back. And you're like, it has to be an end. This may be a really rough time for me, but it can only get better from here because I don't have to carry someone else. So in your conclusion, you have the High Priestess. This is you being clear with yourself. I feel like there's going to be a bit of confusion, only because I get the energy that you really want to hold on to things from the past, because maybe that's just what you do, or you've built foundations there, so you're going to go back and forth in your head. But I feel like you're willing now to open up to what the universe wants from you, what you need to receive from yourself. Okay, I feel like you are trying to open up the book of your future, of your destiny, and that's where you are with the High Priestess. Okay, I feel like you're at the gateway because you want to know. Now when it's like this, you're there, but I feel like you want to know. You're facing it. You're looking at the truth. You want to know what's coming. You may be a little bit unclear, but I still feel like you're moving towards your future. Okay. You may have a little fight left. Okay. Because I see you holding on to something that's not working for you, or that's not good for you. Because I feel like you're fighting it, and I feel like it's a cycle, and you may go back into it. But if you do, know that when the High Priestess comes up, you have been made aware. You have been made aware of what is to happen or what is to come, and you decided to go back in. So that's on you at this point. Okay, Taurus couples? I'm just saying. I mean, deception, pay attention to the red flags. It's everywhere. The Temperance talks about patience. Oh, and the Moon card. Patience with not knowing what's going to come up. It does feel easy to retreat back into what you know, but it just doesn't seem like that's where you should be. This talks about gaining control of yourself. There is scattered thoughts, or right, there's an opportunity for you to try to be in control of your situation so you can feel secure, and it's going to put you in a situation where you're disregarding your action or what it is that you need to do, because there is someone around you who just doesn't care. They just want what they want and they don't care. Okay, so let me focus back on these cards. Deception, pay attention to the red flags. Okay, and treasure your loved ones, also yourself. Right, I feel like you're conflicted between the two. Oh, Taurus, this is heavy. Taurus couples, let's see what additional guidance you have. Awareness. It says, practice present moment awareness. The meaning you yearn for lives in the ever-present now. This is so important because it's about you seeing what is here and what you can do today. Not about the future, not about the past, because I feel like that's what's keeping you conflicted, is that you're not seeing what Spirit is trying to show you now. Okay? So, this is a lot. So for the extended reading for you guys, I'm going to do your energy. I'm going to do situational energy because I feel like there's a lot of things going on, and we'll try to touch each and every one. And then advice for you, and of course tons of oracle cards because that's what I love. So thank you so much for being here. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next month. I love you very much. Love and light. Bye-bye.